Hey, what's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Night. And tonight we're going to be talking about how Blac Chyna's publicist decided to read her and clear his name because a show clip showed them falling out, and he was not here for the portrayal, the edits, and any of the foolishness Blac Chyna had going on. I'm going to show you guys a little bit of the clip, and then I'll be back to show you guys what he had to say about it.
I said you could finish it up there. I'm with you. I'm agreeing with you, Chyna. I said let's go. I said it 5 times. I gave you extra time. I made it so that your hair and makeup can be with you so you feel comfortable. I'm trying to make sure that you're as comfortable as fucking possible.
First, she stopped yelling at her, though.
Okay, so as you can see in the clip, that was her and her publicist having a disagreement. They had a falling out in the show, and the publicist was not here for the portrayal of how it made him look, and he wanted to vent and clear the air. I'm going to show you guys a little bit more of the clip that was posted on the Neighborhood Talk, and then I'm going to show you the live video that he did where he wanted to clear his name and speak on the situation.
I can't work for somebody who's working against me.
I'm working against you, son. I made this shit. The fuck?
Made me? Made me? Bitch, I have a 2,700 square foot office. I have a 2,700 square foot office.
He cracks me up like, honey, let me let you know how much square feet is popping off in my office, baby. I was established before all of this. That mess is comedy. But anyways, let me play a little bit more of this clip, and then I'll show you his live after that.
I don't have to deal with this bullshit. I don't even know how much fucking time we have, and I honestly don't care because I will call Wendy and call all the bullshit off. I don't need this. I don't have to deal with this. I have people who treat me with motherfucking respect. Here's my shit. I'm going home, and I'm canceling the motherfucking video. I have to work for that bitch.
No, come on, Freshie.
No! Get those fucking cameras on my face! I'm not going to go in and call names or anything else, but if you know me and if you follow me, you understand the work, you understand what I do and who I am and what the fuck I do, period. Period. So what I'm going to say this, I'm going to say this.
Bye-bye to Zeus.
The person
Council
on my
Zeus.
live, Jamal Terrence, that's the reason why Chyna even has a show. Period. We work so hard to show a human side of a young black woman. Period.
I'm in the valley.
I'm not even gonna go in on the episodes. I'm not gonna go in on the episodes, and I'm not gonna say too much. But please know that y'all are being manipulated. Anybody who's worked with me and anybody who knows me, I get the motherfucking job. Period. I get the job done. Period. I am a publicist first, but I'm a publicist second, but I'm a human first. Trust and believe. People who work with me know.
My service went out.
People who work with me know what I'm about. What I won't stand for is anybody trying to ruin my reputation or my brand. Please believe the episode that y'all seen tonight, that was actually the first episode that we've ever filmed.
The very first episode we filmed.
The very first episode we ever filmed. So to try to put it in a timeline to make it seem like we've gotten fired or anything, let's be very clear. 3 weeks ago, when we were in Houston, Texas, I quit because I bought her money. She didn't do her obligations and they relationships that were owed to me. She went to a pride event and disrespected people, disrespected the time she was supposed to be there, and I left. I hadn't said anything. I haven't done anything. I haven't told her I quit. I haven't did anything. So to try to make it seem like I'm unprofessional and I'm this and I'm that, I'm none of that. If you know me, if you know my clients, if you know who I am and what I represent.
Congratulations on yesterday.
You know I demand my respect, and you know I don't play with people. Zeus was just texting me last week to film with Chyna. Chyna just called me 3 days ago to film with Chyna. I'm not going to play with Chyna, and I'm not going to play with Zeus. I don't have to. I never called Chyna and asked to be her publicist.
I begged him to be her publicist.
I never asked to be in a position that I was placed in. I never received one fucking dime to deal with what I dealt with. I did it for the sake of a friend, which is Jamal. I didn't do it for the sake of clout or anything else like that. I don't need that.
collected 0 coin. But can you hear me?
I can hear you. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth because I refuse to film with y'all. I refuse to film with y'all because it's a unhealthy situation. I refuse to continue because it's
so
not the
disgusting
show. It's
and
not the
it's
show
so
that
bad.
we pitched. It was not
And
the show
this
that
is
I pitched.
this
I
not the show
pitched
that
a
we pitched.
positive
This not the
show
show
to
that
highlight
we
her
wanted
life.
it to turn out to be. But guess what? They're gonna get what they're gonna get. But listen, karma is real, and I just hope one day that or I hope sooner or later that she see that this is what this show is portraying her to be is not who she is, one, and they're doing it for ratings and views. And honestly, it's disgusting because the relationship that she's running brought her everything that she has right now from April 13th.
She wouldn't have a Zeus show if it wasn't for me. Let's be very clear. And if y'all need the text messages, I can show y'all. She wouldn't have anything in her current life right now, her relationship with Wendy. Y'all thinking she's this beautiful person. If it wasn't for me, she wouldn't have that. That letter that she posted on her Instagram, I wrote that.
We thought of that.
Let's be very clear. Let's be very fucking clear.
Every single thing.
Everything that y'all are seeing, I did that. And I did that
just
because that's the
from
person.
15
That's the
from
person that she really
15.2
is.
million followers
But
to 15.8 in 4 months. But
what I won't
we don't
do,
know what we're doing.
what you won't do is you won't try to tarnish or ruin a brand because I refuse to film with you, and because I refuse to continue to work for free, and because I refuse to continue to be ridiculed, and because I refuse to be belittled and disrespected. I don't need anybody in this world but God, period. And if you know me, you know how I roll.
Freshie, hold on. Freshie came on board because I called Freshie and I said, hey, man, I decided to work with Chyna and help her. Mind you, the term manager was used loosely. We were more of business partners. At some point, you have to use the term manager, but we focus more on business partner and we grew a friendship. But again, like, this isn't even Chyna. This is the network, and I hope that fucking somebody will let her know that they're doing this for money. The CEO of the network is a fan. He's a huge groupie, and he encourages bad ass habits that people have. He's tried to set everybody up to argue with each other, and we finally found out. Like, you literally just let go of this girl, entire team and family. Like, it's disgusting.
And let's be clear, everybody that's filming with her right now, let's be clear, from Alex to Lyra, they've all asked me to be their fucking publicist before. So we're going to be very clear. We're going to talk about the motherfucking real. I am not, if anybody knows me, I'm a very sweet person. I'm a caring person. I love everybody and I want to see everybody succeed. A lot of times I give my all to people before I give it to myself. So what I would never stand for is a motherfucker to disrespect me. I would never stand for a motherfucker to disrespect me because I give everybody the utmost motherfucking respect. And when you hear me talking like this, it's you know somebody pissed me the fuck off. And let's be clear, I never went off on Chyna on the show. The conversation that y'all seen on the show, I was talking to Jamal. And let's be clear, the producers egged that on. It was all a fucking fake ass scene.
It was manipulation.
I was told that she said she made me, but let's be clear, the producer set that whole scene up. I never was talking to Chyna. The episode last week when I was peaceful, that was the last time I had conversations with Chyna. When you see me going down the motherfucking elevator, that's because I couldn't deal with it and I was venting to myself.
Lyra is sweet. I love Lyra, but that makeup artist, I swear to God, like, he's walking on eggshells.
I love Lyra too, and I love everybody else. But what y'all won't do is y'all won't sit there and try to come up off of someone bashing me and someone sitting there saying, I fell off with you. No, bitch, you didn't fall off with me. I fell off with you. Let's be clear.
No, let me. The truth is, they probably want us around because we tell the good for her. When the trailer came out for the show, I literally got into it with the producer in Chyna's house, in Chyna's living room, and said, I hate this. I hate this trailer. This is not the show we pitched. You literally told me before we start filming that we won't have a show if we don't have Tokyo. You called me on June 2nd and you wanted to cancel the show.
All I'm saying is,
It's a lie.
all I'm saying is the same people
That boy's
she's
a negative
confiding
influence in her
is
life.
saying,
A
and she's
negative
telling them,
influence in her life. A negative influence in her life. A negative influence in her life.
all I'm saying is the people that she's confiding in and saying she's fell out with me, you can't confide in those people because those people also wanted to hire me to do their PR.
And you just kicked them out your house the other day. But they didn't film that part though.
So what I won't do is stand for any bitch or any nigga to try to bring my brand down because I worked hard for this brand. I didn't have to sleep with nobody. I didn't have to lay on my back. I didn't have to have kids from nobody to motherfucking build a brand. I did it from the motherfucking ground up. And I'm gonna end. I love people and I love to see I love people and I love to see people win. There's not a hateful bone in my body at all. Anybody who knows me knows that. The episode that y'all watched tonight on The Real Blac Chyna, yes, I was very frustrated and I was very agitated. One, because I fought to get you on Wendy Williams, and I never asked for the emotional distress, and I never asked to go through all the bullshit I went through. But I went through it and I did it. And the episode of Wendy y'all seen was actually the first episode. So I withstood the storm for a very long time. I never personally got into it with Chyna. Everything that was said and everything that I did say and everything that I went through, that was me venting and me on my way out because I wanted to leave New York because it was stressful and it's not something that I'm used to. I have clients with the S. I've never had to deal with that type of emotional distress, the type of drama, that type of atmosphere. I've never had to deal with that. And so yes, I was very frustrated. I was very furious. I'm a human being. And I left. I was leaving when when all that went on. My friend Jamal asked me to stay. I stayed more. I stayed longer, I'm sorry. I still continued to keep going. I still continued to make sure that we went to New York and didn't waste money. Wendy Williams was the first interview we did. We also did The Breakfast Club. We also did Refinery 29, which couldn't add an interview because she was so rude and disrespectful. We also did Breakfast Club, Refinery 29. Oh, we were supposed to do another interview with the celebrity page. We didn't do it because she was 3 hours late. So, not to badger her name, but please understand what I went through on that episode, and that's the clips that they showed y'all. Please also understand just last week, they were just asking me to film. That church scene that they just filmed, fake. It's all fake. I was supposed to get baptized with Chyna on an episode. I refused to do it because why? 3 weeks ago, we were in Houston. She had a booking and she was very rude. She was calling people faggots and everything else. So she messed up connections that I had. It was a charity event that she didn't fulfill her obligations for. She was 2.5 hours late to the first part. She was 3 hours late to the second part and only showed up for 15 minutes. These are connections that I have because I'm from Houston. These are my friends. I'm not getting paid for any of this, but I'm getting you a bag. She was late. She was rude. Then she ran up on me as if she was going to fight me. So I politely quit then. I hadn't talked to her. I have not talked to Chyna. I haven't said anything regarding Chyna. I haven't said anything about the show. I politely dismissed myself. I'm still getting calls and texts from Zeus to film. I was gonna film, but I asked for a schedule and a run show of events they couldn't send me, so I felt like they was gonna set me up. So I refused to film. I politely sent them a text message saying, this is not what I thought it was gonna be. I wish you all the best. Period. I left it at that. So to see this episode air tonight and to see a clip saying future in the season, I fell out with Freshie. You didn't fall out with me, sweetie. You could never fall out with me. You can't fall out with someone who only had your best interests at heart. I removed myself from the situation because I have other clients. I removed myself from the situation because who I thought you were is not who you are. I removed myself from the situation because people look up to me, and I appreciate people looking up to me. I appreciate the spot I am because everybody wants to be in this spot. I appreciate who I am and what I'm able to do for people. Everything I said I was going to do for Chyna, I've done. When people told me not to work for her, I bit the bullet and I worked for her because I see a strong, beautiful black woman. I see a strong, beautiful black woman who's an amazing mother and an amazing friend at the end of the day. And outside of everything that the media portrays her to be, that's the person that I met. And so, essentially, that's who I thought I was going to get 24 hours of the day, 24/7. But honestly, that's not who I got. And so I removed myself from the situation because when I see myself being frantic and being stressful and being unprofessional, which I can say there was times I was unprofessional, and I never get like that, is because I'm in a hazardous situation or a toxic situation. So I removed myself from the situation. But don't air an episode and don't preview a new episode saying you fell out with me, because that's not what happened, sweetie. And let's not act like we dropped the ball in New York. We didn't drop the ball in New York, sweetheart. You dropped the ball in New York. You should have had a hairstylist, but you got into it with your hairstylist before we left LA. Remember, TMZ ran that story, sweetie. So y'all have to pay attention. The whole show is out of whack and out of order, but y'all have to pay attention. Y'all have to know. Y'all have to see the positive change in her life when I stepped into her life. Let's be very clear. I'm all about positivity, I'm all about growth, and I'm all about living your best life. But what you would never do is slander my character. You would never slander you would never slander the business that I built, and you would never try to bring me down. As a black man and as a black gay male, the odds are already against me, sweetie. They're already against me, so I have to work double hard, triple hard to make people believe in who I am. And I've worked so hard to make people believe in who I am. So you would never, ever, I would never stand for anybody to disrespect me or try to belittle me or try to disrespect my character. That's not who I am. People who know me know that I don't play. I'm about my business. If I say I'm going to do something, I do it. Period. If I say I'm going to get you somewhere, I'm going to get you there. Period. I have a 2,600 square foot office in the middle of Midtown in Atlanta, Georgia. I built that shit from the ground up. When I started this PR shit, I was homeless. I moved from Atlanta, Georgia. I moved from Houston, Texas to Atlanta, Georgia, homeless in a U-Haul truck. Let's be very clear. Chyna know of me because she's went to events that I went to, but I got the job with Chyna because of an associate and a friend of mine, not because I called Chyna. Let's be very clear. Let's be very clear. I give my all for any and everybody that I come in contact with, and I put good energy out to any and everybody I contact with. And I hate that the fact that I have to do this live to protect my image and my name, but what y'all won't do is continue to tag me into shit. I haven't promoted this show. I haven't posted anything about Chyna. I haven't said anything negative about Chyna for weeks. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I don't know what's in her head. I don't know what she's going through, and I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on. But I will not tolerate someone disrespecting the brand I worked so hard to build. I won't tolerate it. I won't stand for it. I will not stand for it. I will not stand for it. If you're having problems, believe me. If you're having problems believing what I say, check my Instagram. Check my resume. Google my name. Period. 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 I love Chyna from the bottom of my heart, but sis needs. It's fuck Zeus at this point. With A$AP Ferg is out. The Taylor Girls has dropped a new album, more than 500 million views on YouTube already. Please believe I have clients. Please believe. Please believe. I don't need their contacts. I was the contact for Chyna. Baby, get off my live if I fuck you off. Actually, let me block you. Bitches on here and don't know what the fuck they saying. Bye, ho. If you're interested in working with me as a publicist, all of my contact information is in my inbox. If I don't hit you up, someone from my team will. Period. I had the contact for Wendy. I had the contact for Essence. I had the contact for everything y'all seen Chyna in over the last couple of months. She was actually supposed to do Nick Cannon, but she canceled several times. Wild and Out episode booked by Freshie. Let's be very clear. I have the contacts. Before and after Chyna, I'm still going to be exactly who the fuck I was. But anyways, let's switch matters. What are you guys doing? Oh, thank you. Hey, Moniz. Listen, I don't fall out with anybody, but I won't be disrespected by anybody either.